Hey everybody, welcome to Math 108, Accelerated Intermediate Algebra this semester. All right, in this video, I will show you how to navigate D2L. We'll go over your very first assignment called the syllabus quiz, and we will discuss how you'll proceed in this class. So every week when you click on our class, the first thing you see is actually our announcement page. So from the announcement page, on the top left-hand corner, okay, click on content to access our class. So on the left-hand column here, this is the table of content. It displays all the course material that you need for this semester. Okay, it's divided up by the weeks. So for any given week, let me choose this week for example. For any given week, you are given lecture handouts, lecture videos, your assignments, your homework assignment, and your drop boxes. So what students do every week, first thing is print or copy down what's on the lecture handouts. Okay, so if you want to print the lecture handouts, click on the lecture handout, scroll down a little bit, click on download, download this Word document and print this lecture handout from the Word document. So you will not see these kind of weird little symbols right here. Once you print or copy down what is on the lecture handout, use a handout to actually watch the lecture video. So when you watch your videos, you will take the notes, okay, on the lecture handout that you just printed or copied down. So if I will actually show you, okay, so the lecture handouts, so the lecture video is basically me showing you how to do all the problems on the lecture handouts. So the lecture handout is basically empty. Okay, so you just write down whatever I wrote down in the lecture video. When you finish taking the notes, then you can begin to work on your homework. Some homework has computer portion only. Some homework has both computer and the handwritten portion. So whenever you run into a topical homework that has both computer and the handwritten portion, please copy or print the handwritten portion first, then open the computer portion next and do both portion back and forth to complete your homework assignment. So if I will go to topic 8 homework, okay, question number 1 is actually on the it's actually a computer portion where you will enter the answer in D2L. So if I scroll down here, question number 4 and 5, 6 is actually on the handwritten portion. So when you print out the topic 8 handwritten portion of the homework, okay, that is for question 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so here, all you got to type is handwritten. Okay, that's all you have to type right here. All right, so make sure, okay, so make sure you print the lecture handout first. Excuse me, print the handwritten portion of the homework first, then open the computer portion and do both portion back and forth until you complete the homework. When you complete both portion of the homework, please submit the computer portion and then upload the handwritten portion into its correct Dropbox. So right in the very bottom of the center page, center here, you have in the very bottom you have your Dropboxes. So you have a handwritten portion Dropbox for topic 8, 9, and you also have the note-taking Dropbox. Okay, note-taking Dropbox. So for this week, you're supposed to watch and take notes on topic 8 and 9. So instead of turning both notes, both topical notes, I just need you to turn in one of them. The name of the Dropbox tell you which notes that you need to turn in. So for this particular week, it's actually topic number 9 that you need to upload. So to upload your handwritten portion of the homework and the note taken, basically all you need to do is take pictures of, use your mobile device, take pictures of what you wrote by hand, and then upload the picture into these Dropboxes. So these Dropboxes basically looking for attachments. Okay, so if I go to any other week, you will see the exact same thing. You have lecture handouts, lecture videos, and your homework assignment. So this week doesn't have, these 3 topics does not have handwritten portion of the homework, it's just a computer portion. And this week, student will turn in topic 13 notes, okay? So you were supposed to take notes on topic 13, 14, and 15, but you only turning one of them. Okay, so I don't need you to turn in all of them, just the name of the Dropbox tell you which one to turn in. All right, fast forward to this week, October 6 to 12. This is a college-wide faculty and staff professional development week, so there's no homework assignment. But it's also a good week to catch up any missing work. If you actually look at all the homework due dates, okay, you have a start date, due dates, and an end date. So please complete your homework on time by the due dates. If there are some homework missing, you can make it up at any time during the semester before the class ends, okay? But be very careful not to pile out so many homework. The note taken that student that you need to upload every week count for attendance. Okay, so if you do fall behind, the least you need to do is actually watch a lecture video and take notes. Okay, and turning the notes that you're supposed to turn in that week. Otherwise, you're not followed our attendance policy. All right. November 11, November 24th to 30th. This is Thanksgiving week, so there's no assignment due this week, but this is also another good week to make up any missing homework and the notes taken because the following week is your last week of class. So fast forward to the final week of the semester. So this week, there is a final exam review that I'd like you to watch before you attempt the final exam. Final exam has both portions once again, so please print or copy down the handwritten portion first, and then open the computer portion and do both portion back and forth. Be very careful submitting the computer portion, but not upload the handwritten portion, okay? Because the to enter the grades for the computer portion, to enter the grades for the handwritten portion, I have to enter them inside the computer portion of your homework. So when I grade your homework that has both handwritten and computer portion, I'm grading both of them at the same time. Okay. So if I graded your computer portion, but your handwritten portion is not uploaded, then all the points, okay, then I will actually count all your handwritten portion as actually incorrect. So you will is actually incorrect. I will not grade your homework twice. So please make sure once you submit the computer portion, you need to upload the handwritten portion right away. If you're not ready to submit the handwritten portion, then don't submit neither one of them. Okay, just wait till you're ready to submit both handwritten and computer portion before you submit them. Okay, can't just submit one now without the other because I can't finish grading. All right, if I go up here, there's one discussion, which is under Welcome Week, which is introduce yourself to the class. If you look up top right here under assignments, this is where all your Dropbox are located, your topical notes taken Dropbox, and all your handwritten homework handwritten portion Dropboxes is all right here. Just another direct access to the Dropbox. If we click on quizzes, this is where all your homework and your final exam are stored. Okay, so this is where everything is. All right, if you click on grades, you can actually check your grades throughout the semester. Let me go to this attendance verification and welcome week. These two things are exactly the same. Okay, so I will go over the syllabus quiz here at the end of this video. If you click on course information, okay, my content information is actually already listed right here. All right, the syllabus, we'll go over here just in a little bit. All right, my contact information is written right here again. Additional information, how to upload notes taken and homework here in a portion. This video just show you one particular way how to upload them. How to use graphical equation. This video show you how to use graphical equation because we will enter, in this class, you will enter a lot of mathematical symbols. So I will also show you how to use graphical equation here at the end of this video. How to view assignment feedback for any homework questions that you do not get 100 on. This video show you where you need to go to find the feedback I provided. How to check for missing assignments. So if you do have homework assignment or notes taken missing, this video show you where you need to go in D2L to find the missing assignments. All right. If you're a new student, never taken classes at a college before, please watch the student self-service and email video. This video show you how to log into your student self-service and your student NETC email. Okay, student self-service is basically where students' academic record is being kept, and also student is allowed to view their progress, their academic progress. Okay, inside the student self-service. All right. The welcome video is also right here. All right. In this class, you will not need to purchase any textbook. Use the Open Education Resource textbook for reference. So here is the link, but you don't have to print them, or you can just click on them and view the topics. All right. One of the things that is required for this class is a calculator. So a graphing calculator will be good to have. If you do not have a graphing calculator, please see if your family or friends have a graphing calculator that you can borrow. If not, you can use this app called the Cal84 app. All right, academic integrity and use of AI. So here are our statement for academic dishonesty and honesty. Use of AI. AI generated correct answer and/or incorrect and/or work will be counted as partial credit. So use of AI is highly discouraged in this class. Okay, so if your instructor find out that student is using AI to generate answers or work or arithmetic work, it will automatically be counted as incorrect. So you only get partial credit for it. All right, netiquette. So here are the netiquettes. All right, let's go over the syllabus real quick. So my contact information is already posted in the D2L. All right, here are the topic that we will cover in this class. All right, what's required for this class is using D2L. Okay, the Open Education Resource textbook, I already provide the link in D2L, and of course, calculator is required in this class. All right, here is the course objective and the learning outcome. So just a quick recap. So for every week, please first print or copy the lecture handouts, then watch your lecture videos and take notes on the lecture handout you just printed or copied. Complete both computer and handwritten portion of the homework. Submit the computer portion of the homework and upload the handwritten portion, okay, into the correct Dropbox. And then, of course, upload the notes taken into the correct Dropboxes. Here is our graded activities. All right, couple additional information about your homework. All the homework are already posted in D2L. The questions are on both computer and on paper. If a topical homework has both computer and the handwritten portion, please you are required to first print or copy the handwritten portion and then open the computer portion next. Once the handwritten portion is printed and copied, and the computer portion is open, then you will go back and forth within the two portions to complete this homework assignment. After complete both portions, please first submit the computer portion and then upload the handwritten portion into the correct Dropbox. Both portions will be graded at the same time. If the handwritten portion is not uploaded after the computer portion is graded, then all the handwritten portion will have to be counted as incorrect. The reason is the grades for the handwritten portion will be entered within the computer portion. So if the handwritten portion is uploaded after computer portion is graded, then the instructor will not go back and regrade the handwritten portion. So please remember to upload the handwritten portion right after submit the computer portion. Okay, all the homework only get one attempt and no homework grade will be dropped. So if you're not ready, like I said earlier, if you're not ready to submit either portion, if you're not submit one of the two portions, then do not submit neither one of them. Just wait till you complete both of them and submit both of them at the same time. And that, because you can make it up these homework assignment anytime during the semester. So there's no need to say, oh, okay, I got to do the homework for attendance, because what count for attendance is not the homework, it's the note taken is what's count for attendance every week. So if you're not ready to submit both portions, just wait till you find time to complete both of them, then submit. Because when I'm grading your homework, I'm grading both portions at the same time. All right, there are selected topical notes each week, so for students to take while watching lecture videos. You're required to handwrite. This is one of the key things Same thing with the handwritten portion of the homework. You got to be handwriting them, cannot be typed. All right. Please handwrite the notes and upload the notes into the correct Dropbox. Please write your name and the date you watch your lecture video in pen on the top right-hand corner of every page that you're going to upload into the Dropbox. Weekly submission of the notes taken will be counted for attendance. All right. Final exam. Final exam material is posted for the next week, as I showed you earlier. Again, there's an exam review video. Okay, please watch the exam review video before you attempt the final exam. All right, your final exam will be count for attendance for the very last week of a class. So the very first week, okay, is your syllabus quiz count for attendance. Last week is a final exam count for attendance, and all the week in between are the notes taken is counted for attendance. Here are the departmental handwritten portion and the computer portion grading rubric. Okay, so please be aware that any AI generated answers will be considered, or scratch work will be considered as incorrect. So student will get partial credit for it. And here's our use of AI tool statements. All right, the weekly outline is the same as what you see in D2L under the table of contents. So the outline tells you what we will be covering every week and what are the graded assignment that students are required to do. So I bolded the assignment that counted for attendance every week. So please try to follow the outline as close as you can. Try not to fall behind too much. Okay, because there is attendance requirements. Okay, there is attendance requirement for students to complete these work. So let's talk about it real quick. Attendance policy for no-shows. So this is for students who never show up for class. If the student does not complete the syllabus quiz, okay, after the first week of the class begin, then student will be marked as a no-show. That means you never show up for class. We need to remove your name from the course. Okay, no big deal, because if you no-show, you probably is not even watching this video. If a student do submit a syllabus quiz, then student is bound by the following attendance requirement. Students are encouraged to speak with the instructor for guidance if extenuating circumstances arise. To successfully complete this course, you must maintain a minimal attendance rate of 80%. This means that you are expected to actively participate in at least 80% of course activities, including for our class, doing homework, watching video, taking notes, and complete the final exam. All right, the following graded items count for weekly attendance. If a student missed more than 3 of the following graded items, then the student may be dropped from the class for excessive absence. So here are the graded assignment count for attendance in this class. All right, voluntary withdrawal from a course. If something happened where student had to withdraw from the course, student will receive a W. Okay, and in a minute I will tell you who you can contact, who can student contact to actually withdraw from a course. All right, here's our college policy for discussion etiquette. Student with disabilities. If you do have a documented disability and require accommodation, please contact the Dean of Student Service. He or she will provide guidance regarding to official documentation of disability and accommodation of needs. All right, academic dishonesty and honesty statement right here. FERPA, the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act statement, basically saying that students' academic record is actually being protected by this federal law. So not just any person can actually come up to your instructor or the college staff officials to asking about students' academic records. Okay, it's actually being protected by this federal law. The very last page of the syllabus here is your student support service available at the college for financial aid, tutoring, okay, textbook for your other classes, technical assistance, our college catalog, and the student complaint process. So all the student support service links are listed right here. All right, our communication, our class communication will be through D2L instant message and also through email. So if you never use your student NETC email, I would suggest you to watch this video to actually be able to log in to your student NETC email. If you click on this envelope here, you can actually message me in D2L or you can email me. But when I reply to email, you will need to go back to your student NETC email to check my response. Okay. All right. So all that being said, let's go over your very first week assignment called the syllabus quiz. So attendance verification and your welcome week are exactly the same materials. Okay. So the first thing is syllabus quiz. After you're done with that, you can introduce yourself to the class. So let's go over the syllabus quiz real quick. Question number one, by completing this syllabus quiz, I acknowledge and agree that I am registered for this class, plan to complete it and actively participate every week, and will adhere to the instructor's schedule as outlined. So by checking the first choice, you do acknowledge and agree the above statements. Question number two, a lot of the homework question has this instruction. This simply means just write down your answer on a piece of paper before you enter them. Because this instruction here says, please use a graphical equation when entering answers. So when I use a graphical equation, it can block out what the question is asking. So when you see please use graphical equation when entering answers, please do so. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not even going to read your answer. So to get to the graphical equation, please click on the plus sign. Please click on equation, then graphical equation. See how it blocks it out? So I had to slide it over. All right. Question number one, what is the best number to get in contact with you? I will need this your best contact number for two reasons. Number one, if students do fall behind in this class, one student go over 20% of absence or not turning 20% of the notes taken, then I will begin to message you and just asking what's going on and things like that. Another reason I will need your best contact number is so for the future registration of the next semester. All right, so tell me what is your best contact number. All right, press enter for number two. Number two says the phone number you provide in number one is the cell. So tell me the number you provide in number one, is it cell phone number, home number, or work number? Tell me which one is which, please, and click on insert. All right, let's go to question number three. What are the best practice when using D2L? So please copy this answer down. And again, you can always pause these videos at any time so you can actually write down these answers. All right. So this is the first time I begin to catch student using the AI because AI has some weird answer here. So please just copy down the answer I'll provide for you. All right, what are the best practice? Number one, please use a computer laptop instead of mobile device. Using mobile device to take pictures of your notes or homework portion, the handwritten portion, and upload them is okay. But using mobile device to do homework is kind of difficult because sometimes this plus sign is actually this plus sign where the graphical equation is at is actually not going to be there. So I always suggest students to use a computer laptop instead of mobile device when it comes to doing homework or watching lecture videos. All right, please use Google Chrome. Google Chrome is most compatible with D2L. Make sure your computer or laptop has Word document because all the lecture handout is in Word document, and definitely use graphical equation to enter answers when it's asking you to. All right, please copy this answer down. All right, question number four, what is the last day of class? The last day of class is Sunday, December 7th to 11:30 p.m. So you will not have access to the course after 11:30 p.m. on December 7th. Okay, this is when the course officially ends. So again, you can make up your homework assignment or note taken anytime during the semester. Just try not to fall behind too much. Okay, and everything got to be done. Everything got to be made up by this date and time. Question number five. Some homework has both computer and handwritten portion. If the questions are not on the handwritten portion, where are the rest of the questions? If they're not on the handwritten portion, they got to be on the computer portion. All right. Some homework has both computer and the handwritten portion. Both portion will be graded at the same time. If the handwritten portion is not uploaded after the computer portion is graded, then all the handwritten portion will be counted as incorrect. Question number seven, who can student contact about withdrawing from a class? If something happened where you need to withdraw from the class, who can you contact? All right, so please copy this down. You may contact the enrollment center at this number, or once you call this number, you can just ask him for enrollment center, or you can ask him for student service, or you can contact me using your student NETC email, D2 instant message, or you can text me. Okay, my contact information is actually under the course information. There's a phone number, there's my office phone number, and the number you can text me. Okay, the number you text me, I cannot actually talk on that number, but we can always exchange text messages. All right, so please copy this down. Question number 8. All right, please copy this down. What are the 3 types of graded assignment in this class? Homework, note taking, and 108 final exam. The instructor will reply your D2 instant message within 36 hours. Okay, let me show you how to enter some of these mathematical symbols that you will be entering in this class. All right, so let's use graphical equation when entering answers. All right, plus sign equation, graphical equation. I'm gonna slide this over a little bit. So number 1, so I'm using a keyboard. I'm using a computer, so I'm using keyboards. Open and close parentheses. So right now we are under the very first tab on the top row here. Open, close parenthesis right there. All right, click beside the parenthesis, comma, space. Open, close bracket is right here, comma, space, and the infinity sign, excuse me, the brace is right here. By the way, the absolute value symbol is right here, but I think you don't have to enter that. I think it's something student will have to write. All right, press enter. Number 2. All right, open parenthesis, close bracket. So that will be using a keyboard. Open parenthesis, shift 9 space. Close bracket is right above the enter, comma, space. Infinity sign is right here. This is called a union sign. Union means the word or in math, which is right here. Number 3. All right, fraction. So to enter fraction, do not use a slash, okay? We have a fraction bar, please use a fraction bar. 3, the letter X on the keyboard. Exponent is this superscript. Click on denominator, 4y exponent, third power. I'm gonna use a right arrow key on my keyboard or click right next to the fraction bar and comma space. All right. All right, x plus 1 whole thing squared. So I'm gonna use open close parenthesis, later x plus 1, and put the cursor right next to the close parenthesis, is exponent squared. All right, number 4, not equal to. Not equal to is the second tab on the top row. The box with a slash over it, and use the equal sign. Equal button is right here, or you can use the equal sign on your keyboard. Comma space, square root of 7. Back to the first tab, square root, anything higher than a square root is the one below it. Square root of 7. Right now the cursor is inside the square root, so I'm using the right arrow key to come out of it or click right next to it, comma space. Otherwise, everything's under the same square root. Cube root of x squared. So this one, cube root, letter x, exponent squared. There you go. Alrighty, so if you do have any questions about this course, okay, please don't hesitate to message me or email me, okay, and we will keep in touch throughout the entire semester. All right, good luck, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.